Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Quick housekeeping. Check out the affiliate links in our description. Using them supports the show, and please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in. Today, we will be discussing OpenAI's declaration of an internal code red as competition intensifies, Google's expansion of AI notification summaries across Android 16, and the emergence of ad-like suggestions in ChatGPT that have sparked user debate. OpenAI found itself in the spotlight this week after CEO Sam Altman triggered what the company is calling a code red to accelerate improvements to ChatGPT. This urgent shift comes as Google's latest Gemini 3 model has been outperforming OpenAI on several key benchmarks, creating what some see as a pivotal moment in the competitive landscape. The move has prompted OpenAI to pause initiatives around advertising and agent development to consolidate resources and focus on core model quality. According to an internal memo, the company is zeroing in on fixes for personalization, speed, and reliability. These are areas where users have been voicing concerns, particularly around GPT-5 accuracy and the conversational warmth that many people have come to expect from ChatGPT. Nick Turley, head of ChatGPT, emphasized that the team is working to make the platform more intuitive and globally accessible. Despite serving over 800 million weekly users, OpenAI remains unprofitable, which adds another layer of urgency to these efforts. The competitive pressure became even more visible when Mark Benioff, CEO of Salesforce, publicly stated that Gemini 3 is simply better. That kind of endorsement from a major tech leader underscores the challenge OpenAI now faces. The company is reportedly working on a new reasoning model that could be nearing release, though details remain scarce. The code red represents a strategic reset, with teams being redirected away from experimental projects and toward ensuring that ChatGPT can maintain its position as a leading conversational platform. Google is making significant moves of its own, rolling out AI-powered notification summaries across Android 16. This feature, which initially launched on Pixel devices, is now expanding to Samsung and other manufacturers, bringing on device intelligence to millions more users. The notification summaries are designed to condense long chat messages into digestible snippets, helping users quickly understand what's happening in their group chats or busy messaging threads without needing to open every notification. The summaries kick in after about 3 minutes of idle time and currently work in English only. They're compatible with apps like Google Messages and WhatsApp, though there's a daily cap of around 50 summaries to manage processing load. Beyond summarization, Android 16 introduces a notification organizer that can group and silence low-priority alerts, reducing the overall noise that often clutters the notification shade. Aisha Malik from TechCrunch described this as a new chapter in how Android updates are delivered, highlighting the shift toward more incremental, feature-rich releases rather than waiting for major annual versions. The update also brings accessibility improvements, including expressive captions, enhanced talkback functionality, and on-device scam detection to protect users from fraudulent calls and messages. Mishal Rahman from Android Authority noted that the summaries are specifically focused on long conversations, avoiding the pitfall of summarizing every single notification and potentially overwhelming users with unnecessary information. Google's approach here reflects a broader strategy of embedding intelligence directly into the operating system, making everyday tasks feel smoother and more intuitive. The expansion beyond Pixel devices is particularly noteworthy, as it signals Google's commitment to democratizing these features rather than keeping them exclusive to its own hardware. Meanwhile, ChatGPT users began noticing something unexpected in their conversations. Suggestions that looked a lot like advertisements. Screenshots started appearing on platforms like X and Reddit, showing recommendations for Peloton and Spotify that seemed to pop up unprompted during chats. The twist: some of these placements were reported by pro subscribers, including those paying $200 a month, which sparked immediate backlash. OpenAI quickly moved to clarify the situation. Daniel McCauley from the company explained that these were not ads, but rather app discovery suggestions intended to help users find relevant tools. He acknowledged that the lack of relevancy made the feature confusing, which is why it appeared ad-like to many people. However, further investigation revealed code references to search ads in the Android app builds, suggesting that broader ad testing is indeed underway, even if the specific examples users saw weren't paid placements. Yuchen Jin, co-founder of Hyperbolic, captured the surprise many users felt by posting, "ChatGPT is already showing ads?" The incident highlights the delicate balance OpenAI faces as it explores monetization options beyond subscriptions. With over 800 million weekly users and ongoing profitability challenges, advertising could represent a significant revenue stream. But the reaction from users, especially paying subscribers, shows that any ad integration will need to be carefully designed to avoid alienating the user base. The timing of this test is also interesting, given the Code Red announcement. While OpenAI has paused some initiatives to focus on core improvements, ad development appears to be progressing in parallel. Whether these suggestions will become a permanent feature and how they might evolve remains unclear. But the early feedback suggests that transparency and relevance will be critical to any successful rollout. These developments paint a picture of an industry in constant motion, where companies are simultaneously refining their core technologies and exploring new ways to sustain their operations. OpenAI's Code Red reflects the reality that even market leaders must remain vigilant and responsive to competition. Google's Android 16 update demonstrates how deeply integrated intelligence is becoming in everyday devices, making technology feel less like a tool and more like a natural extension of our routines. And the ChatGPT ad test reminds us that as these platforms mature, questions around monetization and user experience will only grow more complex. The pace of change shows no signs of slowing, and the next few months will likely bring even more shifts as these companies continue to innovate and adapt. Thank you for listening to AI Convo Cast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.